My name is Derrian Hall, and I am doing this presentation for my Business Administration class 1103. I am covering the book Superfreakonomics, which was written by Stephen Levitt and Stephen Dubner. Stephen Levitt is an economics professor at the University of Chicago, whereas Stephen Dubner is a former editor and writer of the New York Times Magazine. The main point in this book is incentives and how it affects our lives and our economic choices in our lives. They cover this economic view through unusual means and frowned upon aspects such as terrorism and prostitution. One of the main social theories they cover is the social identity theory, and they tie that in with terrorism because the social identity theory is when you group yourself and others in certain groups because of the interactions you've had with those groups and the people in them. Terrorism is a key point in this because terrorism we all group together because we believe they're doing unjust and immoral things, whereas they believe that they're ridding the world of corruption, making the world a better place. So this directly ties into social identity theory, especially whenever it creates stereotypes of religions and races. Such as we put a lot of Muslims in the terrorist column in our lives because a lot of in the United States we have had a lot of extreme Muslims do some terrorist acts, but not all Muslims are that way. And this is one of the inferences we just make about them, which is why it directly ties into social identity theory. Another theory that is covered in this book is the attribution theory, where we take a certain event and the information for an event and twist it to where it benefits us and makes us look like the good guy. Kind of like with Mr. Reed and the shoe bombing and 9/11 and upping our airport security. This event had a trickle-down effect where it increased our security to make us feel more protected, but it also created paranoia and stress and kind of racial and religious discrimination against certain groups because of terrorism and things such as that. So the main thing for attribution theory is that we twist it to make ourselves look like the good guy, to where we upped security to make it feel like we're going to prevent this from happening again, and we're going to make everyone feel safe. Whereas it also isolates people and makes them feel like they're not protected and they're being discriminated against. And then another big theory that this book covers is the prospect theory, and it ties that in with prostitution. Which the prospect theory is where we believe that gains outweigh the risks in order to accomplish something, such as with the prostitutes. The reason they go into their job is because they think that the gains, such as the premium and the money that they're going to make, is going to outweigh the risks of criminal records, violence, being looked down upon by their families and such. All these different risks, they believe that the money is going to outweigh them. And I can identify with the prospect theory and kind of with prostitution in the fact that as a college student, I believe going to college and the gains such as having a better future, maybe having a possibly better job through getting a degree, which will hopefully make me become more financially stable later on, outweighs the enormous amounts of debt, the possibility that I may not graduate or get a good job. But I'm a big component of the prospect theory because I believe that in the long term this is going to help me, and so my gain will outweigh the risk in this. So all of these incentives that I've gone over through the theories, such as social identity theory, attribution theory, and prospect theory, all kind of make it to where it's better off for us. Social identity theory, we're trying to group ourselves together with someone so that we're not alone, and we do this economically too with the different brackets and things like that, like middle class and all that. Attribution theory is we're trying to turn events towards to where they're better for us and make it to where we're the good guy, such as in the stock market crashes and things like that. And then prospect theory, everyone tries to, like, some people go into the workforce early or go to college in order to try to get over the risks and think that by making that choice, their gains are going to outweigh those risks. So this book ties all these together by the different social theories and just interweaves them to where it makes it easy for everyone to understand economics or aspects of economics, but makes it an overall interesting book. So thank you for listening to my explanation on Superfreakonomics and the different economic theories that it has. Have a great day.